All right, we're live. All right. Welcome everybody to our 3:00, 3:15 Friday afternoon video. We had a little technical problem and Doug decided to go and run some errands and he wasn't here to fix the D camera, which is D for Doug. So, but we're here now. I'm Kelly and Katie's been here helping me with technology. Chris came around and had some pictures of some cords and wires. But we're set to go now. And this is a very special video because we are launching Janet's newest card kit. It's made with Rust and Revs 2.0, and Janet is here. So Janet is spending her Friday afternoon with us, all of us here at Memory Bound Papercraft Store. So what we're going to do today is we're going to show you the latest Memory Bound kit, the newest Memory Bound kit in the whole wide world, designed by Janet. And Janet's here if you have questions, comments, let her know how much you love it. That's what I would do. So there's 8 cards in this kit. And what I'm going to do is show you what comes in the kit. I'll show you what you need to make the cards. And then I'm going to show you all the individual cards. And then I'll show you what I showed you. How does that sound? And Katie's here giggling in the background. Katie's been on the floor hooking cables together, you guys. I guess there was a button we didn't push. And you know how if you watch us a lot, you know I've pushed some buttons I wasn't supposed to push.
So now you're on like 3
so
cameras.
Today we have 3 cameras going. Do we? 4 if you count Janet. We got 4 things going on.
There's 4. I like the one that's the laptop one.
We got a laptop camera, and I don't know what it's showing.
Doug doesn't know how we did that, but we did.
I do know how I did that, but I probably won't do that again.
And it was one button.
And I'm getting a little warm, Katie. I don't know about you, but get us some air conditioning if you would.
Absolutely.
All right, so it's Katie and Kelly and Janet here at Memory Bound Papercraft Store in Ankeny, Iowa, with the newest exclusive kit that we have to offer for you. And it's pretty cool. I think we should just go ahead and flip to the down camera, if you would, Katie.
Doug, is it this way?
And then we'll show you we'll tell you about the kit. And before we get started, I want to show you what you get inside of the kit. It makes 8 cards with that amazing Rust and Revs 2.0 collection from 49 and Market. And look at all this package of goodness here. It's $32.99. And what you're going to get inside of your kit, I like to say that, Katie, because it rhymes, what you get in your kit.
Oh, it does.
And one thing you're going to get are Janet instructions. And I'm just going to label them Janet instructions because that's what they are.
Can anybody else see you in that? No, they can't see you in that other laptop, can they?
No, I don't think so. So you're going to get all these. And she has little call out boxes that tell you how to do it. So the cool thing is that if you make these cards, you could probably use these techniques on other projects. And it does include the cutting guide, and we have attached that to the back of your directions for this.
And her directions are so detailed and so good that you cannot fail.
Katie has made a lot of Janet's card kits, so it's a testimonial. Diane says it's a premiere. Good afternoon,
I was
Cherie.
Wondering why I wasn't getting.
Hi, Elaine. Oh, we're here. We made it, and we're late, and I apologize for that. You know, sometimes things happen that you can't control. Or maybe you could have controlled
if you remembered that.
If you remembered how,
yeah.
All right, so you're going to get that, and then the other thing that Janet always provides is these really, I'm going to say, large pictures of all the cards, including the insides.
She's so.
I don't think there's any other company or business that has instructions like these, and even here at Memory Bound, I think Janet's instructions are probably the most detailed. So you're going to get
they are so easy to follow. There was a gal that came in today, actually. Brought her instructions in from another company, was like, I don't understand this.
Oh, we had to help her?
Well, it took me, the gal, and Nicole to finally figure it out.
Oh my gosh.
You will not have that issue with a Janet kit. Believe me.
And Dawn says you cannot fail.
You can't.
So that's true. So here are the papers you're going to get from that Rust and Revs 2.0. And these are all 2-sided. I love that blue and orange.
Gosh, this paper is so good.
It is really good. So you're going to get those.
And this morning we had extra 8x6. I don't know if we do now, but we did this morning.
We do.
Okay, so we do.
You're going to get a sheet of craft cardstock, and I'm sure there's a really good purpose for that. Card bases. We always include card bases and envelopes with the Memory Bound kits. 99% of the time, you're always going to get your envelopes. And there's a couple little tricks that Janet has on these cards that I'll show you and what she used with the envelopes. you're going to get some Color Vibe paper, some pieces of Color Vibe, and I don't know. I missed another one of the sheets. So here's another sheet of paper from Rust and Revs. Some more envelopes. Here's another little piece of Color Vibe, and wait till you see where that goes. You're going to be amazed. And then another very special thing is you're going to get Janet's text sheets. And I want to show you guys one in particular. Look at this one. I don't think she's ever done that before.
Oh, Janet, that's amazing.
Isn't that
I
cool?
love that.
All
All
right.
you have to say is we can cut that out and give it right back to Janet.
Chris says we're worth the wait. Oh yeah, you're right. We could. Well done. You did it. And Katie, we could give it to ourselves because we actually got ourselves live this afternoon.
With a little help.
With a little help from our friends.
With a little help from Doug coming from across. Was he at Hy-Vee?
I don't know where he was.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. He was out and about.
How did he know we needed help?
I don't know. He called earlier and I had to hang up on him. So maybe that was the clue. I said I have to go.
If we had a bat signal, we have a Doug signal.
We might need it. The other really exciting thing is you're going to get a full package of the 49 die cuts from Rust and Rev 2.0 also. We dumped this when the collection came in. And you're going to see these on the cards.
And excuse me, Janet says you'll have tons of extras, which is always a bonus.
Well, should I show the extras
next?
Gosh,
absolutely.
Okay.
Oh my.
So
look at that box.
I get this really cool box from Janet when she sends her cards. They come in this fun little box, and there's a note here, love making these cards.
Isn't that the sweetest?
Here's like all kinds of extra die cuts. So Janet suggested, I mean, this is a pretty thick pile. I don't know. I don't really want to dump them because we've had some trouble today and I don't want to make it any worse. There's some pieces from the inside of the package that you'll have left over. There's a cool little stop sign and some windows. And then you have all of these extra papers. And I know that Janet also recommended that you are going to have a lot of the die cuts left. So you might want to get a package of the 6x8 papers. They're $12.99 from Rust and Revs 2.0, or you could get larger size papers if you want. And then I got one more sheet here. Also, if you wanted to add some more Color Vibe, and you might have some colors in your stash already, but the Color Vibe colors that Janet used, let me get that out of there because it's glaring a bit, are cornflower, cream, brown, and cinnamon. And these are the colors that go really well with the collection, even if you're not getting the card kit, but you want to make something with Rust and Rev 2.0. These are really great colors for that.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. I would say she is a master color matcher.
Yes, she definitely is.
Yes.
So let me show you what you need, what supplies you need to make the cards, and then we'll get on to the exciting cards. One thing you're going to need is a scoreboard. And we got out this big one from EK Success. We have the Caterpillar crease, but I wanted to show you this mini one. This is what I have, Katie, in my stash.
Too.
Do you?
I do.
It's a nice for cards because it goes to, I think, 6.5 inches. It's 8 by 6.5. So if you just want something a little smaller, easier to handle, maybe you don't want to get out your great big daddy here, then this is a really nice one, and it's $15.99. So it's not super expensive at all.
Good to put in your travel bag.
You're right. There it is. It's for your go bag,
Yes.
everybody. You need that for your go bag. The other thing that you're going to need, Janet used the walnut stain ink to ink her cards. You could use any brown, your favorite brown. What I like to suggest is, because these colors in the cards are darker, you might want to go with a darker brown like walnut stain, espresso, scorched timber, so that it shows up more.
Good idea.
That's my little thing.
That is a good tip.
She uses a lot of liquid glue for the small pieces, and I think Duo Deluxe is what Janet recommends. And this is the larger bottle, and remember those glue presses, precision glue press, everybody. That's what I've been using. And then you'll need 1/4-inch score tape, some score tape, and you'll need some foam squares. And I grabbed the black ones because I think Janet recommended black because these papers are darker. And this is the package that's got the 2 sizes.
And you have to look down in that lower right-hand corner
right
to
here.
know what you're getting. Yeah, because the packaging
It all
all
looks
looks the same. So
It-
you have to look at the color on the left and then what the sizes are on the right. Because some of them are only big ones and some of
or
them
you
are
could
only
read
little
all.
ones.
You could read all of this stuff right here, but
Well, you know what?
it's
You
easier
could
to look at the
yeah.
picture, isn't it?
You
Katie?
could if you had some good glasses on.
And then she also recommends some craft tape. Like we like the Best Ever tape by Spellbinders. It's not too sticky, not too unsticky. It's just right, just like Goldilocks. So that is the just perfect tape. And then there's a couple whole circle punches. This one is 3/4 of an inch, and then she also recommends a 1/2 inch. So 2 circle punches, and then a circle die, and I'll show you where that's used. This is the Lawn Fawn. This is the stitched circles, and I think it's called, the die is blocking the name. So I'm going to hand it to Katie and see if she can find the name of it.
Okay.
I'll see if you can find the name of that. And then there is some fussy cutting involved. So a nice pair of sharp scissors. Is it
Stitch circles.
Stitch
Oh, but I bet
circle
it has a size.
stackables? Stitch circle stackables.
Do you think it says large or small?
I don't. That's what I wondered
Oh,
if it
okay.
did. But Janet probably will link it, and then we'll know.
I like those scissors. Those are good scissors.
These are really nice scissors.
Are
for
they the
fussy
small
cutting.
ones or the long ones?
These are the 5-inch, and they come in a really cool box. Here,
small.
you can hear that. This was small. Thank you, Katie. This is kind of like. All right. Here we go. So, and Janet just posted that the circle
They're
sizes
small.
you need are 2.5
Oh,
and
3.5 or a similar size. Oh, look I like it when you do that, Janet. When she puts the comment on the screen.
Okay.
Yesterday I was watching you guys on YouTube and it was very good because I
Was
could see
it?
those comments. Yeah.
Awesome. I love that.
Yeah. I like those, Janet.
So the other thing that you're going to need is a corner rounder. And this is the one I have now is the I call it, it's not the 3-way. So the 3-way corner punch from We Are Makers. But if you have other corner rounders, you guys, rounding the corners is a signature Janet technique. The other thing I forgot to show, but I want to make sure I show, so I'm going to, is the inserts, the text sheets. You get these in your kit, but if you'd like to get more, we do have them available. They're printed on a craft 8.5 by 11 and a 12 by 12 cream color cardstock. And those are acid-free basil
How much are they?
cardstocks. $5.99. And you can see she's got all little fun
and
little
I
things.
always purchase those even if I'm not getting the card kit so I can have them for other cards.
They're handy.
They are.
Original at Memory Bound.
Yes.
Okay, Katie,
Yeah.
let's see, do we have any questions? Are we ready
have
to
not. We've
actually
been-
show the cards?
I think we are. You're doing a very nice job.
Well, thank you. I have said this before, and I haven't said it today, but
Okay.
it's always an honor for me. It's always an honor for me to be able to be here and present Janet's hard work, and because she does such a lovely job, and it makes me kind of look good.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I get to show these amazing things, and
You're so funny.
so it's an honor. And you guys, Janet is in Texas, so she couldn't fly home or back here to Iowa.
Which we would
I don't
love
want to
her
say
to.
home because
Yeah,
her home now is in
there.
Texas, but she couldn't fly up here. I mean, if we flew Janet up here to do this, we'd probably have to charge about $100 per kit.
But that's okay.
But people might pay it. I
Yeah.
don't know. Anyhow, this is card number 1, and this is a pocket card, and it's pretty cool because she made it from an A1 envelope.
Oh my
So this is
gosh,
actually made from an envelope.
Janet.
And we were looking at that die, and I don't know.
Oh,
that
what die
went.
are you
That
needing?
circle die. That small
that I
stacked.
gave you?
Yeah, you could give it to me. Anyway, you can see it's been die cut here with a die. So if you don't have that particular die and you have another, here it is. It got buried.
Oh.
Sorry, Katie.
That's all right.
So that's what she used this Lawn Fawn die was, to cut this off, this envelope off.
Oh, really?
Isn't that cool?
Yes.
And then it's
my.
got life is tough, but so are you.
I love that.
And then it says you've got this, sending well wishes your way. And then this just goes right in here.
Oh my gosh, I have an idea of who I could send that to.
Well,
Instead of buying a card, I'm going to make one for this. What's the price kit? $32.99. I'm going to get that
$32.99.
just because I wanted to make that card.
And this is, you guys, this is all like ephemera, and I think that's probably a piece of some of the pattern paper there, but just, this is the card number 1.
Look
and
at that.
Barbara says her cards are always amazing, and she says amazing, which I totally agree with. So thank you,
And
Barbara.
Mary's here. Hello, Mary.
So that's card number 1. We got 7 more to go. I think I'll just set that there.
I like how Janet gives you notes too. That is, oh, sorry. Never mind.
This, I think Janet might, I did get a little note there. This was a 3.5-inch circle. So if you wanted to do that yourself, you sure, if you have another one, you could certainly do that. Okay, card number 2 is another pocket card. So we're starting out with these pocket cards, and it says World's Best Dad. And this is
perfect for Father's Day.
It is. And this is like a coin envelope. See the back here, how it looks like a coin envelope? And there she has inked it with her walnut stain distress ink. And then it's got, oh gosh, it's got a little toolbox and a tool bench and an old clock. And then this pulls out and it says, wishing you a Father's Day that's as extraordinary as you are. World's Best Dad. Whoops.
That's
it's off the camera. Sorry, guys.
And the thing is that if you go, oh my gosh, how would I make that coin thing? Don't worry. Janet takes you step by step by step with it.
Well, and look how cool it is if you, for Father's Day. And if maybe you don't want it for Father's Day, you could still put something in here, and it could be it could still say World's Best Dad, or, whatever it might be. All right, so that's card number 2, coin envelope. And she used a 2.5-inch circle die here. So it's from that same die. Or if you have a punch, you could punch it. And it's just punched on the front.
And you don't have to write that down or anything because it will be in the instructions.
Yeah, it's in your instructions. You don't really need to remember any of this.
No.
And neither do we, Katie.
Thank goodness.
All right, let's see. I want to make sure I keep these in order. Okay, look at this.
Oh, and look at that.
This is actually a piece of, it's a die cut from the ephemera. So you'll see that this barn, here's the right side of it, and then look on the inside.
Oh my gosh.
So who thinks of that?
What amazes me is, how does Janet continue to think of new things for cards? She makes so many of them.
Yes, she does. But this is
so lucky to have Janet.
If you joined us in the beginning, this was that one text box that I've not seen Janet do. Maybe I missed it.
Janet, that's amazing.
But I love how it's printed off to the left. Everybody is always asking for masculine cards, and I think we've done it here for you, everybody.
I agree.
And then the way she formatted the text. And then I'm not sure if that nailed it is part of the, I think that's actually on that piece of ephemera. And these circles are what you would want your little circle die for.
Is that what's on there? A toolbox?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a toolbox.
Okay, thank you.
Which nailed it. Goes perfect with that, doesn't it? Okay, then this one says steady as steel.
Oh my gosh.
Do you think we're close enough, Katie? There, I can get a little closer.
There, you get closer.
How's that?
I think that's much better.
And this actually took one of those sheets of paper, and that is the base for the card.
This is
so it's scored. That's why you need the scoreboard. Go ahead, Katie.
This is Janet's Rust and Revs 2.0 card kit, and it creates 8 cards that Kelly is showing you today, and it's $32.99.
Okay, and Janet says that the semicircle on here is from the pocket card. So it is cut off from one of the other cards.
Wow.
It's cut off from this one right here.
Oh.
So don't throw your semicircles away.
And she will tell you that
she's got it right here.
And once I punched that, I would have thrown it away.
I would have too.
I don't think I would have kept it.
This is cool because it looks like an old gas pump. And this is what you're going to need something to score. A scoring blade, a scoring board, because this card is actually made out of the paper. So it's not a card base. You make your own card base.
Okay.
And it says steady as steel. And on the inside it says, thank you for always being there for me.
That is so good. Now sometimes if that's not the insert that you want, what I also like with Janet's inserts are that you can make your own. So she doesn't put them inside the card like Hallmark does.
Oh,
but you can make
your own.
Yeah, or you can leave that one out and use it on a different card. So maybe you want to use it for a different reason.
I've heard Janet say, Katie, that you could flip this upside down if you want to stamp something different in there.
Oh,
Because, you know, it's just
I
nice
like
to
that
have
idea.
these masculine
It
cards.
is.
Okay, that's card number 4, so we're halfway. So now this card, whoops, let me pull this off. This is a slimline.
Oh, how
And
tall is it, do you
Janet
think?
has a trick for this. I'm guessing it's 7 inches tall. Yes, by golly, it
You are
is.
so good with your measurements.
Oh, aren't I though?
Weren't you a math major?
Almost.
Yes.
Almost.
Okay.
Okay, and then we have a question there that we're going to address here in a
Mhm.
minute, if I don't forget it.
Okay.
Okay, so this one is a slimline, and Janet's trick, and she's done this on other card kits, where you take a A7 card base, which is 5 by 7, and you cut it into a slimline, and you
Mhm.
turn it into this, which is pretty cool. She's got birthday wishes for a great guy, and then you open it up, and it says, "Your wish celebrating every day. Have a great day."
Oh my gosh, I love these. I love them that they're masculine cards.
Okay, now there was
And
a
Claudia
question.
has a question. Oh yeah, you're going to address that?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know if I can see it now.
Okay. Well, it says Kelly mentioned text sheets are part of the kit, yet they are listed on the suggested products grid on the website. Can you confirm if the text sheet is an additional purchase?
Okay, the text sheet is inside the kit.
Yep.
And I'm going
Right
to
back
just
there.
tell you that
Mhm.
Janet wants me to show this too.
Okay.
Okay, I always wonder about what we typically do. We link all the supplies you need, which I showed you. They were all in this bucket. Things that you need to actually complete the
You
kit.
might need to push the
Yeah.
camera up a little bit if you go back that way. Okay.
But
You're
then there's things that sometimes people want extras of. A lot of people buy extras of the text sheets. And especially in this case, you're going to have a lot of extra of the die cuts left over. And that's why we linked the 6x8 paper pad, and we linked the color vibe. We linked the 6x8, there it is, 6x8 paper pad. I already said that. So you don't need them at all. I think everything is, you have everything you need in your kit except for your adhesive and
in your circle punches.
And dies.
So we link those just so in case you want an extra sheet that you know where to get them easily.
Right.
And they are in the kit also.
And
but it looks like Janet's saying that there's 3 choices of sentiments for the 5x7 slimline cards.
Thank you for this one.
Yeah.
So right here, Janet, see you guys how wonderful she is.
Mhm.
So this, you can use this birthday wishes for a great guy, or for my favorite guy, or birthday wishes for someone special.
I like that. That is a really good idea. Because maybe you don't have a great guy in your life. I don't know how to say that.
We need
you want to use
or you know what? You could even
someone
just
special.
You can even just cut off birthday wishes and
Yes,
just
you
cut
could.
off the great.
Yeah.
Or Katie, you could put an X through great
There you
if
go.
you want to make one for one
For
of
a
your
guy.
boys. That'd work.
Okay.
All
Teresa
right.
just said they called her son the boy when he was growing
The boy? Oh my gosh. That's funny.
So the guy, I'm sorry, it was so funny.
That
I was like, hey, this is my husband and this is the boy.
The boy. The man and the boy, or whatever.
All right. Stay focused.
I would be interested to know what people think, because a lot of times I'm not really sure about when we hook product to product, because I know it's convenient to know like what you're going to need, and I could just click here and get the ink that Janet used or whatever it might be. But then maybe it does get confusing.
Yeah, so let us know. Do you like the extra links or not?
And the other question, since we're getting off topic here, the other question is, so we linked the walnut stain distress ink. Well, should we link the mini ink pad? Because we didn't, but you could use a mini ink. So that, I guess the idea is, so you know, this is what Janet used. You can choose to use it, or you can choose another brown or a different ink, or don't ink at all if you don't want to. Katie, isn't this amazing?
Yeah, that's really clever. It's so clever.
Well, evidently the tie was actually a piece of the die. It was a die cut that comes in your pack from 49 Market. So she was inspired to make a shirt card, and she said it was an easy shirt card. Because you'll notice this is another piece die cut that she turned into the pocket. And then look at the little handkerchiefs here, and that's from the Color Vibe.
Oh, and was that the little square you showed us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it looks like people love the extra product
Okay,
links.
well,
Yes,
good.
absolutely. Love the
We're
links.
always
They're very
open for
helpful.
suggestions.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure you can tell that Janet made a little cut here. It's all in your directions on how to make that look like a shirt. And gosh, Katie, I'd probably do that with some other things. So
Mary
then,
says she just loves everything we do.
oh,
Thanks, Mary.
thank you, Mary.
Yep.
So
Like the link products.
I think
yep.
you can probably tell that she cut a slit right here on this denim paper, and then she was able to fold those back to make the collar. And I do love how she turned that into a pocket, Katie. Okay,
So clever.
we only have 2 left, everybody. So we got the last 2 cards, 7 and 8. If you are just joining us, Katie just mentioned it, but we are launching Janet's newest card kit. It's the Rust and Revs 2.0, and it makes 8 cards, 8 masculine cards, we're going to call it, which people are asking for all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's available now online or in our store. Come in and get it. If you're local and you want to look at the cards in person, everything looks better in person.
I looked at this card in real life, and that background is a more blue than it does show on camera. On camera, it seems very faded, but it is more blue. It's a really pretty card.
Did I show the inside of this one, you guys? I don't remember.
No, I don't think you did.
Okay.
I waited
Sorry.
on the edge of my seat.
The man, the myth, the legend. I was too excited about the tie and the little pocket squares. It says happiest of birthdays to the one and only.
Oh, that's a good sentiment.
See, it's amazing that Janet takes a phrase like this and turns it into a birthday card.
Yeah.
And she did that with the Simple Stories summer cards inserts also. She did the same wonderful thing. Okay, this card is a lot of layering. There's quite a few different little die cuts on here. You'll notice it's got a little tag here with a little piece of twine, and you do get the twine. I didn't say we get twine, but
you do
it's
get
in
twine.
there.
Yeah.
Gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 8 or 9 different die cuts on here. So it says brave, built to last, built for this. Don't you wonder what's on the inside, Katie?
I do. I'm like, you're teasing me, Kellie.
With gratitude for your service.
Oh.
So this is a great someone that's serving in the military. It's really wonderful.
Wow.
Especially, with 4th of July coming up. And here in Iowa, we just had 2,000, was it National Guard that were deployed for a year, including 2, I'm calling them memory-bound grandsons because that's what they are. They're not my grandson, but a couple of our
2 of our
Chris
staff members
and
have had
Rhonda
go that left the other day. Yeah.
And Claudia thought I meant 2 kids left. No.
I know.
We made a lot of kits.
Darn it.
We made tons of kits. All right.
And Angie, we will let you know real quickly at the end of what comes in the kit.
All right. We can show that again.
Everything you need except for circles, punches.
Yeah. And your adhesive and stuff like
ink,
that.
The basics. Yeah.
Okay. This, you're going to have to see this. This circle is strips of paper. And then it's been die cut with that die from Lawn Fawn. And you might have a circle die, or I don't know if you could punch through the layers there. I'm not really sure. But this is a small stitched circle, stackables. It's got a big long lane. Big long name. Why did I say lane?
Well, I was thinking, did she say that, or am I just not hearing
No,
well?
You're right, Katie. I love it because it has a camera, and it says the best view comes after the hardest climb. Isn't that inspirational?
Yes. And Val is here from the UK.
Oh, hey, Val.
Yeah.
And it says 1,000 little steps led to one big day. Congratulations.
Okay, can you go back to the stripes? Is that striped paper then?
This is strips of paper.
So how do you cut that?
Well, you take strips of paper. I saw it on her directions, and you glue them down to a piece, and then you die cut the circle.
You die cut the circle. Thank you.
But isn't it cool?
Yeah, and that telephone booth. Yes, Val, I love it. Oh, she calls it a phone box.
Okay, we have learned something.
Yeah, I love that. I love the little tidbits you share, Val.
We learned what button to push to get the camera going today, and we have learned that that's a phone box. I love that. Okay, so here's just a review of the 8 cards that we just got done showing you. Let me go up, pull our camera up a bit so you can see them all. If you're looking for masculine cards, and Katie, people tell us that all the time, that they're looking for masculine cards.
The tie one is not on the screen. So once you get them all out,
we'll get them all out and I'll make some adjustments. Look at this, you
Oh,
guys.
those are beautiful.
Let me pull it down because I want you to see them all. So this is our Rust and Revs 2.0 card kit designed by Janet. And Janet is here right now virtually, so you can let her know what you think, because I know what I think. I think they're amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really hard to find masculine cards. And it's even hard to find collections to make masculine cards with. So
I was staring at them. They're so pretty.
I know, I
And
just
I
want to
don't want
look
to
at
say
them
pretty.
too.
They're just very well put together, and the
Of
attention to
course.
detail is amazing. It just, Janet, I'm always amazed by your cards, and then this even amazes me more that you can think of
Well, and
different
this
ways to
isn't
put
even
cards
really
together.
her normal thing, this
Wow.
collection. So we showed you in the beginning, you have all kinds of leftover pieces. These are all little scraps that Janet sent us so we could show you all the little things that you have left. You have bunches and bunches of die cut pieces. Lots of little, there's strength over comfort. There's some windows, some frames, some tabs. Chase purpose, that one says. There's word things. So there's just a bunch and bunch. And that's why she said you might want to get some more Rust and Rev 2.0 paper, because it's going to match. You're going to have more cards and projects you can make.
Very
I
well
think they
done.
love it.
I think so
All
too.
right, so someone wants to see what's in the kit, right, Katie?
Yeah, just a
So we
quick
need to
thing
show
of
that? Okay.
what is in the kit.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
here. This is the
that
one that you
one?
want to show, yeah.
All right, I'm going to move these up here.
And sorry for the crinkling. I know it's quite, it like
That's all right.
multiplies
That's not a
in the
problem.
microphone.
People like crinkling. They love it, Katie.
Okay, that's good.
All right.
There you go.
So here's what you're going to receive in your kit. You're going to get, I'll just lay these here and just pull them off piece by piece. So you're going to get a full package of the Rust and Rev 2.0 die cut elements. That is a mere 81 pieces.
81 pieces.
So you only get 81 pieces. There's all kinds of little things. There's medium things. There's big things. And these are available individually too if you just like love this stuff or you want more. I love those barn doors, and she
Aren't
was
they
so
great?
creative with that.
And the foam box.
Yes, the foam box.
I
We
love
learned
that.
about that. You're going to get some different pieces of Color Vibe. And you know, we love the Color Vibe. It's probably one of our best-selling papers as a whole because it's got all kinds of colors. It's a little polka dot on one side, a little more solid on the back. You're going to get envelopes. Memory Bound pretty much always has envelopes in our card kits. Remember that one little pocket she made out of an envelope? I think it was this one. So this card was made out of this envelope. Here's another slimline envelope. We call that the Janet envelope there. Oh, and Janet just made a comment thanking Jennifer for assembling the kits. And I should have mentioned Jennifer because look at all these pieces, you guys. And there's a lot of kits, and somebody had to keep it all straight, and it was Jennifer.
Jennifer has kind of become our in-house kidder.
Yes, she has. Here is a sheet of Craft 8.5 by 11 cardstock. You're going to get the Rust and Rev 2.0 papers. It's not an entire pack, but you get one of everything. And you do have some left over. That's just a neat collection. This is my favorite paper right here, you guys. I don't know if anybody cares, but I really love that plaid.
There's just something about it.
You're going to get Janet's directions. I think she's got 5 pages of directions, and then you get a cutting guide. And her directions have pictures in them. So you'll have little how-to, little step-out pictures. People save these. People put these in notebooks and save them because they're so good. You're going to get those text sheets. So there's a 12 by 12 one printed on cream cardstock and an 8.5 by 11 one printed on Craft. And then you're going to get full color pictures, big pictures, I would say. And a lot of these include, like if it's got it's a special like pocket, she's got the little tab that comes out. This is that, you guys, this is that barn that was one piece.
That is
and
so
Janet sliced it.
wonderful. It kind of reminds me of what Peggy does to hers. They slice it.
Yeah, she did that with Nana's Kitchen.
I like that. This is so good.
All right, so that's what you receive in the kit. Here are the cards. And this is exclusive to Memory Bound Paper Craft Store here in Ankeny, Iowa. You can only get these here. They've been designed by Janet. Janet, just wow.
You know what I like, Kelly?
Big thank
I just
you.
had an aha.
What was
It's kind
it?
of like how, well, we show the kit, but I like how you are very adamant at showing not just the cards, but all the product that goes in there, and then the product that we use, and some alternatives too. So you just don't show
Right.
cards and say, hey, these are it, but you show so much more detail to
Well,
everything.
I
And
like
I think
to.
that she spends so much time
Kudos
that,
to Janet too
yeah,
for giving me a few notes.
right.
She really does give me notes.
Yeah.
Oh, there's not a note on that one, but I do get little notes. She makes me look good.
Very,
She makes us all look good.
right. But I just like how you show all the pieces and go card by card and what
Well,
goes
I
inside.
think it's amazing, and I hope that all of you enjoy this. I hope everybody has a great weekend. It's Friday here at Memory Bound Papercraft Store, and we're going to be back on Monday. And what are we doing on Monday, Katie? Do you have any idea? Oh, I know what we're doing.
What?
Oh my gosh, Monday's so
Monday's
exciting.
Glimmer.
Monday we are kicking off Glimmer, so I hope you can
Should I
join
switch
us
to
for
the
that.
other card, or
yeah,
you good?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can. Well, doesn't
You're good.
matter. We're good.
We'll just look at your hands.
So anyway, join us Monday here, same bat time, not this time, same bat channel, and we're going to be launching Glimmer, and we have a Glimmer bundle, and I'm going to tell you all about Glimmer. I'm terribly inspired by it, and I'll tell you the history and all about it if
We've
you're not familiar with it.
sold some Glimmer books today.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Good. Yeah,
I'm
we have
excited
a book,
about it
we have
too.
a stamp set, we have a stencil.
Yeah, I'm so
and
excited.
we have a freebie. It's my birthday this weekend, and on Monday I've got a little birthday gift that we'll be giving to people, and I can't think of anything else,
No,
Katie,
that's
unless
great.
we have
Well,
some
just
questions.
enjoy the weekend. It's supposed to get a little bit warmer here.
Oh, it's going to be great
Iowa.
here in Iowa. So thanks, everybody. Thank you,
Yeah.
Janet and Katie. Thanks for your help.
Well,
and
thank you, Kelly,
for getting
for
us
showing
started up.
I didn't. You're welcome.
There you go.
All right. Thank
she
you,
was
everyone.
a good support.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone. Have a fantastic weekend.